Oh, wait.
Do you see
You're
Bunny?
Fiona.
Wait, do you see Bunny? I don't...
She is Fiona from Fiona and Cake.
I don't... I
Adventure
It's
Time?
loaded on my end.
I don't see that.
Okay, so his end's not loading it as good.
Good. I can refresh it. Also, I'm live again. Welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about the redstone for this map. That I did the redstone.
Oh, he left.
I'm gonna
Well, he's
relog.
about to join back in. He's about to join back in. He's doing that so he can
relogging.
refresh and see his skin, hopefully.
Oh, that's good. None of my friends are playing Minecraft right now.
Uh-huh. Ho-ho.
Is that
Indeed.
accurate? Are you not playing Minecraft right now?
I turned my account to look offline so that one person who kept trying to invite me
Oh,
during the thing wouldn't.
Can you make it look online for a second?
Fine.
Yay!
I'm gonna jump into the void. Whee!
Wait, what do you have on you?
Nothing. I had me, myself, and I. Oh shit. Hopefully this is the front of the map. Woo!
Cool.
Oh god, that almost killed me.
Oh,
Now I'm back.
Can you
Now I
see
can
me
see your
now?
skin.
game mode.
Nope. You look like one of the default characters.
Well, god damn it, hold on. Let me switch to a
That-
different character.
Everyone is set to creative now.
Yay! Invincibility.
There, can you see this one?
Oh, there you go. You're a bunny. Bunny gang. Everyone gather up. We're gonna... This is the thumbnail. Because I have to make a thumbnail. Wait, let's do it in the office. Yay! If I look in this corner, that won't work. So everyone stand somewhere. Oh, perfect. One, and then... Xanthrax. Go by the window where you were at last
Does it
time.
work? Did it work?
I see you as the same bunny.
But I'm not the bunny
You're
anymore.
the same bunny. Alright, thumbnail, because I can't be bothered to make an actual one using, like, Photoshop. Okay, let me move a bit over this way. Let me give you some lighting. Hold on. Quiet lighting. There you go. There we go. Now we can see you. Okay. Come on, take the screenshot. And... Shaboople. There you go. Thank you. Alright, cool. Okay, I'm gonna go talk about the redstone now and fix some things.
Can you see this one?
No, you're still a bunny.
This is unacceptable. You get it?
Freaking got him.
I saw you walk, and then he sealed the door right in your fucking face. She was right there, and you sealed it right there. She's lemon grabs right now.
Yeah, I'm Earl Lemon Grab.
Oh, from the Adventure Time.
So I guess you just can't see the Adventure Time maps.
Yeah, no, I can't see that.
But you can see this one though, right?
You're a bunny. Oh, you're a brick wall.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, now I'm gonna hop off now.
Alrighty, ciao.
Have fun.
Ciao, both of y'all.
Oh, I'll stick around so you can do your thing.
Well, I meant like the party. Ciao. Hello?
I'll stick around so you can do your thing.
Well, I meant like the party. Alright, cool. We are live still. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft. Wow. I am the redstone engineer for this Five Nights at Freddy's map made by Antares the Protogen, otherwise known as our good friend Rusty from Endercraft SMP. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of a reference and a half over here. If you remember all the way back in Season 4 of Endercraft, I had this little redstone shtick going on. So I think we're going to put that redstone shtick back together again. And we're going to talk about all this wonderful stuff that I managed to poop out last minute. It doesn't work properly, as if you saw the original video, you'll see that it did not work as intended whatsoever. But it did what I wanted it to do, and what I wanted to do was its very best. So let's talk about it. So the big thing with Five Nights at Freddy's, and like we're not talking about like storyline or whatever. The big thing with the game in general. Let me see if this is the right map. Yep, it is. The big thing with the game in general is that you need Okay, let's start in the office. Let's start in the office, shall we? Okay. So the big thing about Five Nights at Freddy's is it is a game where you are stuck in one spot. In it, let me turn on the power to the lights in the area, the pizzeria. You are stuck in one spot. Actually, I'll leave them off. Sorry. All right. You are stuck in one spot, and you have to manage your power consumption with doors, lights, and that's basically it, in order to get the animatronics to not come towards you. Now, the animatronics are controlled by players. If we look at this is our map here. The animatronics are controlled by players, which you can see using this map, which involves no redstone whatsoever. But this bar right here represents your power. And I had to be able to, one, display appropriately the power usage that was being used into a power bank, and then two, display the power bank appropriately to the player that's playing, which is used all the way over here because I did all the redstone back there because the office is right here. Now, the reason why it's orchestrated like this is because Rusty, in order to get a minimap or a camera system for the player, built an actual minimap above the actual pizzeria itself. So the power bank had to be there. And the reason why all the redstone is here and not pushed across that way is, one, all the stuff happens here. And the power bank is over there. I just need a quick line to send the power bank over there, which is what these guys do first. Let me actually hook them up properly, and if they break, I can reset them really easily. So, let's talk about the power bank first. First is the power bank. This is our power bank right here. And I had a hopper system that is connected to right each other, and this lever turns the game on, which locks this hopper, so make sure that no blocks that were in here, for example, if we do this, to make sure that no blocks that were in here can get sucked back into here. Oh, that's bad. I'm not into creative. Or I'm not in adventure mode, I am in creative. The blocks here do not get sucked back into the blocks here, so this guy can keep a signal strength and calculate how much blocks is being used. Once the game is turned off, we turn this lever off, and it slowly gets siphoned back into place here. Let me get a sword so I don't accidentally do that again. Diamond, please. I'm a classic man. Cool, that doesn't break anything. Awesome. As you see, the power went down here. Now, 5 stacks of items is approximately, give or take, this long of a redstone line, which is 15. Now, with 1 stack of items is in, and I know there is a way to shorten this using, like, the subtract method and whatnot, but there are some things in redstone I cannot do. Not cannot do. There's some things I haven't learned yet, and this was one of them. I have not learned how to use the comparator properly. I only know how to use it to compare blocks. But in this case, we have the long scale one, which kind of fits with these lines here, so I can get a better idea of what's going on. So what happens is when there is 1 stack of blocks here, or 1 bar taken up, it powers this redstone lamp here, and these observers track it, and using this really cool design I found from Mr. Tango of the Tech Variety, or Tango Tech when making Decked Out, the redstone lamp lights up, which sends a signal through these, what are they called, powered rails? Yeah, through these powered rails to this guy, which then lights up because there was a block change, and then sends it all the way forward down there. The reason why he used the rails and not redstone is because redstone causes a tiny bit of lag, which there is plenty if you see me do this. Yeah, around this. And there's less with these guys. And it will send it to over here, where it will power up this normal piston, I think? Yeah, it will power up this piston, which will then send the redstone block up here, detecting a block change, and then making it so these guys get covered in water, like so. If you look on the map right here, it gets covered in water, which tells you have lost 1 kerchunkles of power. which is not good. Not good whatsoever. All right, let's get rid of that. Cool. And now in terms of resetting the game, I still have not done that yet because I cannot figure out how. I know there is a way to reset everything, but I think the way I built this, specifically Foxy's Redstone, which we'll get to in a bit, it's too crunched in together, then I need to like spread it apart. But the other problem too is this redstone, all this stuff right here, is barely on the border of what can be rendered in by the player, because our simulation distance is at max, and I can't really extend it out much further. Like right here, it would not detect the stuff for here, which is a shame. So everything had to be kind of crunched into this one spot where both animatronics would interact along with the player. Actually, I need to check something. Hold on. That's actually pretty interesting. Iron blocks show up as gray? They show up as gray. That's so weird. All right. So that is our power bank system. The next up is what can drain the power. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 things that can drain the power. The blue lines represent doors, and this light gray line represents lights. So if we tear up the floor a little bit, let me grab this and tear up the floor. There we go. Let me get a little bit more right here. There we go. Okay, cool. So every time a light is activated, it'll send a signal to this guy, which will send forward an item. I think it's a shovel, because that's what I use. Yeah, I'll send forth a shovel. Why are they all filled? Actually, that's not a half bad idea. Good job, me. Okay, I think I know how to make... I think I know how to fix a problem with the doors, actually. Jeez! That scared me. That's the jump scare. Oh, I broke it again! Don't tell Rusty. There you go. What if we look right here, it'll every time we push this button or activate the lights, it'll put a shovel in this slot here, and the comparator will detect it. Same goes for the other lights. It will then send a signal going across this way onto right here. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, we'll send a signal to this torch, deactivating the torch, and then deactivating this guy, which will then let power flow through. Now, if we lock this doodadder real quick, and then we shine one light, there you go. It only sends forth 3 kerchunkles of power. Now, why are they called kerchunkles? Because I made this up. Why is that significant? Because of the other stuff. Now, if we look at, I think the doors are currently broken, but if, I don't remember how much. The doors only send amount of, like, drain amount of power for how long they are down for. Not in seconds, but in ticks. Because that's how it works. Of course, minus a few ticks, because I think one of these guys has a... Yeah, they have a repeater, and the repeater delays the tick by 1. So it's around 1 off. But here, these guys, I think I actually know how to fix it. Let me do just that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome, cool. So let's see if this works. This could have had the potential to break it. And I'll explain why the doors have been such a problem in a minute. But lights is one of the ways that the power can drain, which is what it actually does in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. This is kind of a mixed map of Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And having the lights drain power wasn't that big of a deal. In fact, in actual gameplay of it, it did kind of nothing. Like, we never really used the lights for anything. So that was a thing. Let me put this back together. There we go. So that is the lights, and that's how it drains the amount of power. Now the doors. There are 3 separate doors in this game. There is the left door, otherwise known as the Foxy door. There is the right door, otherwise known as the right door. And then there is the vent door, otherwise known as the vent door, which also has that little sound. Now the reason why that sound exists is because I used this guy to detect it. And let's talk about the doors, shall we? Let's start with, we'll do Foxy door last, because that one's a problem. So the way the doors are able to send power into the actual redstone system itself, there we go, right there, is we have this observer here detecting whenever there's a block change in this area of space. In this case, the iron block right there. So whenever it does that, it sends a signal down here to this, and you might have seen it flash. See it flash? Let me see. Yep, you saw. Come on. There, that flashes a bit. That is good. So let me... There, we get to the proper spot. So it'll send a signal down to this note block, which will send us... it'll transfer the signal to this dropper, which is also not dropping the items, which... okay. I think now is the time we'll talk about the problem with the dropper. If you guys have any suggestions, please comment down below, because I'm clueless. Not the movie. I wish, though. But it will send a signal through here, which will activate the hopper and drop one shovel into this area. The comparator will detect it and send the signal through forward. What is also supposed to happen is this guy will detect, there was a signal. It'll send the signal through these blocks and deactivate the torch. But it was supposed to happen... Oh, wait! I'm dumb. I just remembered. I was about to say, this deactivates it whenever it's flicked on again, but it doesn't do that. It deactivates every time it happens, so it either will keep it locked forever, because it's off by a little bit, or won't do that. So what we need to do is, I think what's essentially a T flip-flop, where if on, this guy stays on, but when it turns off, this will turn off. So I think we'll fix that in a bit, not right now, because obviously I'm showcasing the redstone. We will work on the nitty-gritty later. There you go. Oh, and then don't mind the, what is this hopper actually used for? Oh, wait, it's used for the derp. Oh, let's do a bit of that. Oh. There. Hello. Alright, so those are the doors and how they work. The same with this guy up here. It has the same issues. Now, I think we might as well get on to Foxy. This is all Foxy. All of this you see here. All of... Oh, crap. Well, I guess we're going to see the thing work in action. So if it works properly, right now it shouldn't be the yellow line right here. It shouldn't be doing anything, but because there's an observer change, we need to update these blocks. And it should go up. The yellow line should go up. If it doesn't, that's perfectly okay, because one, we're not in game playing mode, and two, I think I was a little bit late on taking this signal. This purely relies on where the animatronics are, i.e. in this general area-ish in order to load it. Looks like it didn't happen. That's fine. Alright, the Foxy door. Foxy has by far one of the most infuriating mechanics, not just to play against, but also to make, at least for me, in Minecraft. What Foxy does, we can actually look at my little tester bits here for all the different stuff. Is this sign it? I think this sign might be it. No, it's just playing with actual words. Okay, so lights, doors, cameras, taking power. Foxy, in the game when he bangs on your door, blah, 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 he takes away 1% of power. And then after that, he takes away 3, after that 6, and then after that 11. What I need to do is I need to create a system where every time Foxy makes it to your door, and you're not able to, ward him away, but every time he makes it to your door, it takes away slowly instead of the more kerchunkles of power. At first 1, 3, 6, or 11. Not those exact numbers, but an amount that is equivalent to what the power bank shows. So, whoopsie-daisies. So we worked on that. Let me get that. I worked on that over here, painstakingly. It started off with the deposit unit. Where would Foxy deposit the blocks? And he deposits them right here. Now in this section, let me actually go more specifically where it is. I believe if I break this block, I should be fine. Yeah. So Foxy deposits a block. Do I have space? Cool. Foxy deposits a block right down here. I'll end up in here. And this hopper, let me get myself a trapdoor. Awesome. Oh, I can't get out then. It's fine, I just won't get out. It'll deposit right there, and this guy will send a signal into this note block, there, into there, just like that, where it'll do its thing, and it'll dispense it, like so. And I'll play this little noise too, so you know that Foxy was there. It's not the most spookiest of noises, but I believe it's a hay bale. Bone block, my bad. Bone blocks sound funny. It's always fine. There we go. Another thing too is that this thing can get locked. If you put 2 items in there, it'll constantly stay loaded, and anytime you drop a new one in, you can't do that, which, unintentional at first, this stops Foxy from breaking into your room too much. And whatnot. There's a time limit. The items get sent through this item elevator, right through there. Up here. Right into this section here. The Foxy's loot. Now, one mistake too about this whole item sorter thing is that this was supposed to be where animatronics put like their waste things, like stuff that, like, if an animatronic dropped in like their sword per se, that's where it would go. So it would not, would not affect the whole Foxy train thing at all. But I put these in the wrong way, so they actually can't get through because of Foxy. Actually, I wonder if I do that and then I put a random block in there. Yeah, it just gets stuck. It wouldn't pass through. So, yeah, that is a problem that I don't intend to fix because, you know, the animatronics want to work together. If they block up Foxy at least 10 times, Foxy can't do his things. And if Foxy puts too many stuff in, Foxy can't do his thing, which, you know, I see maybe as a semblance of fair or something like that. I don't know. That's where it goes. An item sorter goes down, which exists for absolutely no reason because of that problem, but whatever. An item sorter goes down into this barrel and then instantly gets taken to here. The previous Foxy items, and then... Oh yeah, Foxy has a specific item he has to drop, which is Foxy's loot. Previously, it was just mangrove roots named Foxy. But Foxy has to drop through here, and when it slides through here real quick, let me deactivate the redstone. It will... Now, why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you... Okay, let me drop it here. Why aren't you working? There you go. Okay, cool. So what happens is Foxy drops the item through here. It should go, yeah, right there. And it shoots out one shovel, just one right here. And it sends a signal, which goes up to right there. Let me deactivate this, just so we don't have any problems later. Also, this brown wool I'll talk about in a bit. For now, I might just destroy, because, like I said, I think this stuff is a bit too compact for me to safely or comfortably, you know, adjust redstone stuff to it. So it is a shame, but, you know, mistakes happen, and you learn from them. I learned. This is way too compact. If I needed to make this a bit bigger to make it make a little bit more sense for me. But the first shovel, or the first time Foxy shows up, will send a signal to this guy, second, third, fourth, fifth, right there. So we'll talk about the first four, because they all work the same way. An item will be... He's playing music, it's fine. An item will be dispensed over here, into this dropper, into this hopper right there, and it'll be locked because of the redstone torch. It'll send it through across in, and it'll unlock this hopper back here, right there, which will then be connected to this line. And what this line will do is it's directly connected to the doors when it should be open, which means something is broken. Let's shut that off. Yeah, I had a feeling. Put those back. I'll fix the doors in a bit. Alright, so if we go over here, it will send the items in question into this hopper right here and slowly start draining into this dropper. This will go for all these four, the double reds, yellow, and cyan, draining at different amounts. So this guy, as you saw earlier, has 11 items. This guy has 13 items. This guy has 19 items, and this duder has 30 items. And the reason for that is, as we mentioned earlier, when Foxy bangs on your door more and more, the higher the worse power he drains. And when I say higher the worse, when I say the worse the power drainage, I mean the worse, because 30 chicken here equals to 30 of these guys taken out, which is nearly half of an entire bar of power. Now, there is an issue with this redstone, which, you know, anyone skilled enough can see that there is a problem. If the door is closed at the same time that these guys are active, these guys will have absolutely no effect. That is a problem. I do not know. I mean, I know there's a way, and it's probably, I need more space. That is my, I guess, excuse I'm giving right now, because I cannot figure out a way to have these guys drain that as, like, I need them to drain power, but not be connected to any of the other redstone lines, even though it's already connected to the right door redstone line. But I need it to drain separately from all this stuff. So, like, let's say this door is closed, because, okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to explain as best I can. If both of these doors are closed, it will only drain as if one door is closed, which is a problem to the point of the game being power conservation, which is why during, like, when we were playing the mini game, I suggested we had, like, these jukeboxes around the place, just like, scattered around. So the player the player is forced to go to different areas of the location to, like, do things. To one, save on power, and two, not to open the very jarring flaw that is, you can easily cheat this game by closing all doors and not doing anything for the full time amount and whatnot. Of course, the big issue is, I guess, if it comes to players and which players you have, the marionette, because they do have vendor pearls, if you're not playing the right music disc, can be shot underneath and, attack you. But, gameplay-wise, that is a huge flaw that, the power stacking does not happen. And I don't know how to fix that. If you do know how, please say so in the comments. I would love some help. This is Minecraft Bedrock, by the way, so no fancy Java stuff. I wish, but we can't. So that's how the 4 mechanics of Foxy works. This one, the 5th time Foxy bangs on your door, he drains a lot of power. He drains 42 kerchunkles of power. The issue with that, though, the slight issue with him the 5th one, though, so distracting, is he can come back for a 6th time and bang on your door, bang, 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 and then drain the same amount of power again. Because after Foxy bangs on your door for 5 times in the game, he'll drain the same amount of power every time. 11%, 11%, 11%. Now, that was a bit difficult to craft because I had to re-punch in this device. I had to reset it and re-punch only one every time the 4th one was active. Like, once the 4th one was made, it would reset itself. And the way that works is, you might have seen over here, when I put in, I believe it works real quick. When I put this down, I put that on the wrong spot. It does nothing there. If I put you down there, gosh darn it, if I put you down there, yeah, there you go, you saw. This guy also gets sent forward, because, there was a little bit of power here. Sorry. The signal here with the comparator was transferred through the dropper to these repeaters, and then were repeater locked by this guy right here. Now this guy is connected all the way over here to the end of the Foxy line, which is what this is called, into this line right here, the magenta one. This magenta one resets everything. So once it reaches to this point, 3 things happen. One, get the sword, there you go. One, it sends a signal through here doing the same thing the other ones did, which is send forth the shovel, ba-ba-da-ba-da, it shoots out the 42 blocks into the dropper right there. 2, it sends a signal out this way going in 2 directions, one of them going back this way to reset this block, basically, right? Resets it? Yeah, resets the block. Where it just, whoopsie daisies, where it extends this block forward. And the other line sends all the way across this way to deactivate this torch, which deactivates this line right here. Like so. Now it's open. And what happens is when, a 6th item is put in here and it's powered again, you'll go all through these, the line again. You've seen this already. Brought to you by Tango of the Tech Variety. Up to here, which will then repower this guy again. It'll no longer power this. Yes, that's right. It'll no longer power this because the problem with this being powered is it would affect this. So it would repower this again every time a 6th one is dropped off. A little bit faster, I think, but whatever. Yoga? What the frick? It'll send it over here and restart the signal again. Now, when... oh yeah, this. So, it would restart it again and drop the 42 blocks. How, though, is the question. How does it get these 42, when dropped in here, just like the others, when it's dropped in here, how does it get it back into that spot? Well, thanks to this very obvious water elevator, because Bedrock finally fixed the problem with droppers and hoppers being vertical, like this. They could have been very simpler and less dangerous with water, but, whatever, I digress. All the chicken will be dropped right there as soon as, which line is it? Oh yeah, this line over here. So, sorry, I'm so cluttered. When Foxy drops the 5th, or 5th and then on, another line is sent this way, which will then activate this hopper timer, which has 42 blocks in it, the same amount as the chicken, right here. And then once it is at the max 42, or around, give or take, max 42, it's not... This doesn't equal exactly 42. I could use the subtraction method, like I said, but I don't know how to do that yet. But once it'll do that, it'll go this way. This is because I can't do the exact 42 like ticks in it. That's what this is for. Send it all the way down here. Another dropper hopper again, which will send it to, I believe, yes, it is, to the slime block launcher. Right there. It'll send it to this slime block launcher, which will launch the items up and then take them back into this doodatter right here. And it will drain into this section. Hopefully, we've never actually officially tested it. In, you know, my testings, it works, but we'll have to check again today, because we're going to be fixing some redstone stuff too. But it's going to drop back here again, and then you can reset it going on and on and on and on. This line too also... Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, it does reset itself, because this guy will... What are you for again? No! That's not what that is. In order to get the dropper to drop, when this guy is active again, this guy resets it, which inherently gives itself a delay timer, so Foxy can't go back again right after, place the thing, and then drain 42 Kerchunkles of power. Man, Past Me was really smart. I wish I had that guy's knowledge. But that's Foxy's redstone. The big flaw with this, I already mentioned, it can stack up with the doors and completely negate everything, which is a problem. And then another personal issue I have is that there's no music cues for anything. If you lose a bit of power, I wasn't able to add any like music cues, or I didn't add what I wanted to, which is music cues. I didn't have time, and wasn't able to say like, oh, you're out of this much power. So you have an auditorial indicator and not just a visual indicator, which breaks if not loaded in properly. Speaking of visual indicators and auditorial ones, we have one that we were able to make. We as in me, we as in royal we, which is me. Whoopsie daisies, up here. So once the red line, or the final line, gets activated, this guy goes up here, another observer detects it and sends the line all the way back. Oh, mind you, by the way, an original idea was to send forth skulk lines over here using some soundstone and send the signal all the way that way, so there would be a sound cue, and then it would travel around and then activate that. I don't know soundstone, so I wasn't able to put it into practice because I haven't learned it yet. So kids, if you want to do something cool, learn it first and then put it into practice. You know, there is some learning when it comes to failures and things, but you know, if you're on a time crunch, maybe it's not the time to try new things. Maybe. I don't know. You do you. It'll send a signal all the way over here to this dropper hopper, push this guy forward, deactivating the office light and activating this. This is meant to be Freddy's creepy old music. Like I said, no time. But this redstone wire down here... it'll send... I have no idea. It'll send a redstone line down there into the office, which will turn off the office light, believe a spooky flashing light. Now, how spooky is it? It's a horror game made in Minecraft with no command blocks. How spooky do you think it'll be? And the way to reset this guy is actually quite easy. I was pretty impressed. What you do is you break this block, you put the block back there, and then you just do that. Yeah, you know, lack of time and knowledge on my part. And then you have to move, or no, you put the lever, which will reset it back there. Yeah. So, let's talk about the biggest flaw and how we can fix it, which are the doors. That is all the redstone, though. So if you're here for just the redstone, that's basically it. Now we're on to the mechanical work. So, let's recreate one of these doors somewhere else. Like right here. There. There. Okay, let's get rid of all the items we got in our inventory. Whoopsie-daisies. Did not mean to open the books. Alright, let's grab the comparator. That. Some identifying blocks. We'll go with sandstone. Why not? So it goes there. Bing. Wait, why are you that far away naturally? Why are you 3 blocks? Oh, that's right, because you're not there. You're supposed to be over here. So, put you there. Send the signal. Whoops, wrong way. That there, and that there. Cool. What is this? I don't know the context, but I am scared. Okay, so we have the line here. Let's get that. There we go. And every time this activates, that's not how it activates. As much as I wish it was. I mean, technically it is, if I do. Oh, that was actually probably a good idea. Let me put that there. Okay, let me grab this. That there. There you go, now it'll activate. Is that really not a block change? Really? I always thought that was a block change. Okay, then fine. Just use a comparator. Okay, cool. Also, this is one of the cool things I really like. I found it, I saw it on an Etho video. You saw it on an Etho video. He uses it as like a silent button. Of course, what's not silent is that switch, but it's a lot quieter than the other stuff. Anyhow, so what it does here is it sends a signal through, it goes up here, and then it's locked there. If I flick this again, it turns off. Really? On? Off. No. Are you working here? Are you working as intended here? Let's do that. Okay. On. Off. On. Off. On. Off. Bro, I'm freaking sorry, huh? Is it because there's... Well, no, that tick wouldn't determine anything. That's right, that is... Oh, jeez! Rude. I love that it does that. Hello? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not a block change. Wait a minute. Wait, these are supposed to be comparators. Why are they repeaters? Wait a minute. How long have they been repeaters for? Because repeaters delays the tick by 1. The repeaters have a natural 1 tick delay. Wait, what? How long has there been repeaters there? Because the repeaters being on the side that delivers it is not a problem. Actually, they probably could be taken out, which will shorten the length of that. What? Excuse? That should not be a problem at all. Having these guys are not the problem. These lines are not the problem. They can be worried about in a later time. But having... Oh, that's so confusing. That's so peculiar. I need to spam this redstone. Don't break anything important. There you go. Hope that didn't break anything too important. So that detects it, sends it down, should be on. Detects it, sends it down, should be off. Another issue too that happens a lot in Bedrock, I've noticed, is that if you're on a multiplayer world, sometimes redstone will just be like, frick you, and not work. Which is like in Endercraft, I started building farms away from people's bases. Yeah, it's off. Okay, let's test this guy out. I didn't have to do this if I just want. I could have just done that and look at the light. Oh, on. Off now. And then it's on. If I'm looking in this corner right here. Then off. Now, if we have more than one door on, that happens. And if we turn both doors off, they were both off, but they don't drain any additional power. And we could... Well, can we fix that today? Let me think thunk a little bit. If we can fix that today. 'Cause what we would need is... let me put this back together. What we would need is a way... We need to tell the game, hey! Keep draining power even though you don't have to. If more than one door is active, conserve the power from that other door. That's right. Okay, I remember now. I remember the way I was originally going to do this, which I decided against it because I felt like it would have been too laggy, which honestly it probably was I was going to have multiple hopper timers, kind of like how the power bank works. I was going to have multiple of those guys be around, and if another door is active, those guys would activate, and then let me try to get a visual. Oh geez. Let me try to get a visual representation. Also a mic check. cool. So let's get a bit some visuals in here. So if, let's say this is the main power bank, and then these guys will represent the 3 doors, because the lights aren't really a big issue, you know. Like lights, we could have something like this, but we really don't have to. Jeez, I wish we could turn off. Rusty, can you turn off the lightning? Actually, I can do that. I'm a weather clear. Awesome. Cool. Okay. So the way it was going to work is if, let's say, this door was... Let me get more visual indicators. Gimme. Hey, man, after midnight. There you go. Okay. Alright. So if... Okay. If this door is active right here, you know, it's currently... Okay, hold on. Let me get more visual indicators. Okay, so... This will be this door. This will be one door. That'll be another door. And that'll be... it's too close. That'll be another. Okay, cool. So let's... And then the bank will be represented with the gold block because bank. Okay. It's been set to creative. Okay. Okay, so if this... Yeah, actually, that makes sense. So if this line is currently active, you know, well, the main problem with what's happening right now is that, let's say all 3 doors are active, they all go to the same light, and they all drain the same amount of power. If this door is closed, you'll still be losing 1 piece. Not that kind of 1 piece. You'll still be losing... I saw that. You'll still be losing 1 speckle of power. And what I needed to do is, if this door is active, the power from this guy... this guy that it's emitting, whoopsie-daisies, the power that it's emitting will be banked up, and then once this guy turns off, it will then drain power. If nothing else is active. Like, let's say, you know, this one is currently banking, and then this guy's draining power, and then you flick this one on, and then this one banks for a little bit, and then you turn that guy off, and then you do this guy. It's like that. This one will still be banking power, but as soon as you turn it off, it will no longer... It'll still be banked in here, but it'll only start doing it until it's active. Now, the main issue I can see from this, and it's an obvious one, is if you just keep these... If you keep this power banked for the... Okay, that's a bad example. This is supposed to be off. Let me do it with this one, just so it's not connected, because it's sending the signal through. If you keep these guys power banked for the entire time, they will never actually go through and, you know, cause the power to go down. So in reality, you could close these guys down, and then you'd still be using only 1 door, which brings us to the same problem. Which is part of the reasons why I didn't do it, because it's like, well, it's all that work for nothing. Another issue, or another idea that I had, was to use this guy, but to make it vertical. Now, I don't know how these guys work at all. I do, like, the idea came in my head, like, oh, what if I do a vertical, like a vertical hopper clock, or a hopper timer, a hopper thingamabooper. And the reason why I thought vertical is because if another door is being active, we could use, let me grab it. There you go, minecarts, there you go. If another door is active, we could use a hopper minecart. The reason why hopper minecarts is compared to other redstone devices, I can just show it. So let me drop in a stack of blocks, or a stack of items. So compared to other things, these guys will drain quickly. Okay, compare the 1, 2, 3... compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how it has like a little 2? And this guy's going quickly. It sucks a lot of stuff out. It's not sucking a lot of stuff into this guy. Hoppers are slow. These guys are super quick. And I was thinking maybe if... let me get some blocks again. Let me get blocks. So what would happen is... There you go. Wait, isn't it just going to slide? Okay, cool. It's not going to slide. If another door is active, this would slide in real quick. Wrong way. this will slide in real quick. So if it's active, it will slide in real quick and then start like that. There you go. It will start draining the power, and then once the doors open, it will start doing that. The downside of this is kind of the same thing again. Let me gather everything up again. The downside of this is one space. I don't know how much space it would be because a minecart would be associated to each door, and it would be if one door is active. Let's go back to this again. If one door is active, then another one would have to go down, activate its minecart, drain a lot more items fast, but like that. But if you put both of these down, I don't think it would drain twice as fast. And an idea, I guess, where it could potentially drain twice as fast as using boats with chests. And this probably would have been a little bit better, because I know, not better, but since these guys have a lot more slots, you could have put a lot more things in there, which means a lot more power banks and whatnot, which means, I mean, in my head, that kind of just brings a lot more complications to other things, so maybe not. Well, I'm kind of spitballing ideas right here, right now. But yeah, I couldn't figure out a vertical one, so I did with horizontal, I did with this, I did with what I could deal with. Which is why I think, and I'm going to talk to Rusty a little bit about this, we could have more stuff outside the office. Because obviously Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, the classic thing, you have to stay in one spot, you know, just dealing with the doors and lights. But that's really difficult to do in a Minecraft setting, especially if the enemy players you're fighting against are other people. And I've always had this problem whenever, you know, as a kid, as a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Love the movie, by the way. Awesome movie. Anyhow. As a wee old toddler making Five Nights at Freddy's maps in Minecraft, the thing you could just do is, let me activate, there we go, whoops, is you can just stand right here and, like, just wait for their power to run out. Except, you know, there's no real easy way of making their power go out. Which brings me to a really awesome segue. Over here! So, when their power goes out, what happens? The answer, absolutely nothing. So we need to have this line right here, this cyan line. We need to have this cyan line to somehow lock any door activity. Not only lock, like, these levers from working, we have to make them do this. Not only that, but we also have to make it so when they do this, this doesn't happen. Either these blocks, in my head I was thinking, like, we have... Sounds about right. Get this and this. In these blocks here, saying we have some pistons when power goes out that'll pull the, like, retract the blocks this way, so these guys no longer do anything. That might be your best bet, because the way these doors are currently powered, and I did not make up these doors. Someone else did, and I just kind of worked with it, which is why these guys are here. They're not like, you know, it's not like I don't think I could use any reverse redstone torch technology, because if I did, turning them on would be like this, and then if they were turned off via redstone torch, you could still turn them on like that. So I think it'd be better just to move the blocks away. Question is, how do we move the blocks away for stuff like this? Well, that answers my question. Okay, cool. So we can have blocks over here. This would cause a light. What is it casting upon? Oh, this! That's not good. Where's an ender chest? Let me... I know how to fix this. There we go. So let me... Cool, so that's how that works. Let me get rid of these guys. So they don't cause too much light interference to the actual map. And then instead, what we'll do, because I don't want to move the books that Rusty has here. These are people who helped with the map, by the way. Instead, we can put these guys, and then... There's a block underneath this, right? Yeah, okay. We can have... just lamps. If you're in the area and you want to read, there you go. That works. This block was gifted me by Rusty, and we do have a command block. I I don't know how to use it. This isn't something I've done before. So, chain. Oh, it changes. What the heck? Yeah, I've never dealt with these guys before, so I've never really played with them before. Which is why the map doesn't use them. Wish it did, though. Be pretty cool. Alright, is this redstone torch being a problem? Yes, it is. Okay, that could cover it up a little bit. And I think the remaining light is coming from in here. Yeah. Okay, cool. So these guys... Jeez! Frickin' hate that guy. Okay. So now, let's say blocks will have to be pulled out. So right there. And the only way I could think of doing that is if we had a piston right here. Which looks so bad, mind you, because it's right here. They would normally be extended, so it's going to look like this half the time. You know, you're going to have these big blocks right here, and you're kind of like squeeze in, I guess. It doesn't look great aesthetically. But I wonder if I could change it with these guys right here. So if these guys are here, I need something to pull these blocks away. And the only thing that I can think of in my head, besides like using slime blocks to pull them away, because even with slime blocks, like if they were, let's say, if slime blocks were here, and we activate this, it would only push it. You can't really see. It would only push that down, but that'd be bad because it's blocking up the animatronics. We can't push it upward. We can't push it upward because there's redstone here. That's how it's powered. Unless there's alternate ways to power this? I mean, don't the one of these rails, doesn't activator rails deliver redstone? Not like we can use the rails anyways, because the problem with the rails is they also are very affected by redstone. Okay, one of those things could do. But I think for the sake of the map, we're just gonna have to... Or I have to sacrifice some aesthetical things to make, you know, it actually work. And I'll talk with Rusty about this a bit later. But, you know, first you always need a proof of concept, so... That's what we're doing right now. So let's grab these guys. There we go. So these guys will always be extended until not. Ooh. Oh, was that my sign? Oh, no, it's someone else. Well, the sign hasn't gotten deleted yet. But that is... in the way. Ah, curse all these people who helped, such as Mar0, Elwither, me, Rusty Mask, the Cat, and C-Dub. Hey. That sounds about right. That sounds exactly like C-Dub. Oh, it sounds exactly like him. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, if these guys... Well, we could have them inside the office, but that would look just as gross. Rusty. Can you move something for me? Thank you. Leave him in his little box. So we can't work on these guys, the one up top. So we'll have to work on the ones down here. So let's see where this is at. Oh my gosh! Sorry. We're gonna actually no, that's awkward. I had to break those two blocks, not those blocks. All right. So we have those guys here. Shoot. Somewhere here. Aha! Ah! Frick! I mean, we could work with this. We can just have it go at a diagonal. But I won't do that yet. So I guess we'll work on one concept-proof door, which is here. So these blocks need to be constantly extended, and the way we do that is with our good buddy old pal, the friend, the redstone torch. Now, because I don't want these guys to be, you know, main focus or anything, I'm gonna... Okay, that wouldn't work. Okay, that works. Does that work for the other side? No. So what if we had a block here, here, which will extend that, and then here... He sends a signal, but not down. But if you have a torch or a block of redstone dust, you should send it. There you go. And then whenever this guy gets turned off, which we can actually do with a lever, to like simulate a bit, those two will turn off. Cool. So we need to put a signal here somehow. And I think the way we'll put the signal... Okay, cool, it works. Awesome. Alright, let's get some light gray stained glass since we're using andesite. Put that... Actually, no, we don't need that there. We can... Yeah, we can have this here. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. No, that block could be there. This guy will be here. Whoops. The glass can send the redstone signal across, so that'll be just fine. And whenever this guy gets activated, when this line gets activated, it'll do that. A little bit of a delay just so not everything happens too much at once. Well, it doesn't really need delay because it already has that. But it's fine. So let's test it out. Let's purposefully run out of power. The way to do that is to break that. Yep, there we go. And then he no longer can use it. There is a problem, though, that still arises. Which, if the doors are down... Let's shut off the music. There you go. If the doors are down... Okay, cool. Let me go back down here. If the doors are down like this, and these guys are extended forward, yeah, like that. There you go. If the doors are down like that, and then this happens. Where's the lever? Oh, hello. And this lever, they won't actually retract anything. Which is a problem. So an idea is we can push these guys down real quick. We can have, actually, we can have 4 sets. If we build a tiny flying machine, we can have 4 sets of pistons come down, grab the blocks, and then fly back up. Or, I mean, we can't really have blocks here and here because animatronics will be going through here, you know? So, can we push those guys down? We could use the honor method because that's gone so well before. We could... Ooh. You know what would be interesting, though? Okay, hold on. We can... What if we leave it so the doors are just forever fricked? And, you know, like, oh, haha, I can have my doors closed the entire time. But we'll clean that up in a bit, by the way. But, Booty, the doors, you know, doors can be all closed, all fight-a-daddy, haha, you never can get me. But the windows open up. Right? The windows open up so the animatronics have a clear, straight view of where you can get into. You have no way to get out. The only way to get out is to obviously use the unpowered doors and escape through one of those ways. Let me also break these just because, yeah. There you go. So, next... Okay, so if that is possible, what we need is the windows. How do we move the windows? How do we get the windows out of the way? We could drop pickaxes. Pretend eventuals. That wouldn't necessarily work. Let's get our good friend, the piston. Let's see right here. What is this? Oh, that's... This is to stop Foxy from running. This is how you say, like, oh, Foxy, no foxying, and then they can't go through here. But if they do make it through, they just dash to this spot, boop, and then ba-ba-da. You know, all that fancy stuff that we talked about earlier. If we put a block there, will that activate it? Ah, that's not fun. So I guess we'll be working with these two sides then. Awesome. So, they're currently extended. That wouldn't work. So we need to go deeper. So they're, let's say they're currently extended upward. Let's grab our good friends. They're extended, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you can't get me. Ha, ha, ha. And then they go down. That only takes care of one parts of these. We need a way to get these other guys down. So it's, oh no, they can get me, but only through one area. It's like, oh, we can see you now, buckaroo. Actually, no, this could work. Because if a marionette is in play, all they have to do is just toss an ender pearl like that. I mean, of course, another issue with these doors, because the marionette's a weird character. The marionette can, if you're not playing the correct music box, and I'm pretty sure the point of these doors being like this, I'm pretty sure this isn't the reason, but I think the reason why is, you know, if you're not playing the right music, marionette can use ender pearls, dive right in, get you, and that's it. So maybe at this point, like, the ender pearls will dispense in places, the animatronics can just jump in. That would be an interesting mechanic. Like, you know, the animatronics have to actively go out. Hi, I'm basically building Decked Out 2, where, you know, oh, you have to go out to places to look for things? Careful, caution, wow. I'm sorry. He's their inspiration. So, yeah, what, is that a ghost? What the mug? Yeah, maybe, like, once like, you know, lights power goes out, ender pearls will occasionally dispense in like certain areas. The animatronics can go get them and then just teleport through the door, right? Although the downside of that is that they will take some ender pearl damage, because you do take damage from these guys. And I think I might work on some comparator things. Oi, jeez, that hurt. I might work on some comparator things to make it so the players playing the animatronics will constantly have a regeneration going. Because them having the ability to die is a bit unfair and makes no sense, because it's not a game where you can fight back. That was the whole gimmick of Five Nights at Freddy's. You cannot fight back against the animatronics. You have to, you know, defend yourself constantly. And there is a mechanic, though, that Rusty added, where there is an axe where you can fight back, but it shouldn't be like, you know, bam, bam, they're down for good, you know, die in a fire style. They pack a punch. They're giant robots powered by lithium batteries. What in the world was that? Spooky. So maybe, just maybe, let's put this up for full sense. We could, that's the clock, so we can't really, I mean, if there's a clock there, that shortens the window of things we can do, but that also makes, you know, this a bit easier. You have this guy there, that there. Both of these blocks will be extended like this. Once power goes out, these two go open, and then animatronics can just jump in. That could be a thing. That could very well be a thing with the type of stuff I have left. Same can go for like these spots right here. If there's no redstone underneath, which I don't think there... Okay, so there's no redstone here. That could very well work. There's no redstone there. There. Should be no redstone here besides the fleeking, besides the blinking light. But I don't think the blinking light should affect it. Okay, it will affect it. So there will be none on this side. So this side is still spooky side. Let's put this back together. Just like William Afton said. Beep. Whoopsie daisies. Can't go through there. So we could have two doors like that. Two doors where animatronics can enter. One of them where there's going to be one outside waiting. That can work game-wise. That could very well work game-wise. Okay. So this side, we'll need that. So this will have glass here and here. Okay. Like so. What's above us? Hopefully nothing too important. Awesome. Okay, what's above us here? Turn names back on? Oh, yeah. Names. Let me do that. Some behind-the-scenes stuff that we did. We go to video and scroll down to in-game names. Or in-game player names. Whoops. There we go. Nice. And then up here, hopefully nothing important. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Okay. Nothing too important. That's really good. Alright, so... yeah, we can't really do anything funky with that. These two are attached there. And then, oh my gosh, we need to hook it up to this line. Oh, so easy. Okay, so let's take the blocks. Actually, no, we don't have to. We just need a repeater over here with 2 ticks. 1, 2. To send the signal. That'll send the signal to these guys, which should not be doing this. They should be... they should be active right now. Oh. Cool. So both of them should be active right now, which means, yep, they're covering the door. And then same for the bottom sides. And then when power goes out, those guys open up. Cool. This is to avoid players from camping because, you know, obviously players will camp, but they'll avoid it because now if you camp, literally the doors will just open up. And it's like, hey, yeah, what's good? Whoops, hold on, not like that. They'll go, what's good? All right, so let's get these guys hooked up. That's good. I think we can go this way without any intrusions. Oh, baby. Oh, crap. How do we send this thing up? Because there's not really a fake wall here. We're going to have to go through the outside. Thankfully, it does not touch the Foxy wall. So let's go through this, the vents. Oh, actually, wait. No, yeah, we have to go through the vents. There we go. So it'll travel up this way, connecting right here. Oh, great, above that. Okay, let's put more cyan wool. Always, always, always mark off where your redstone is, so you know where it is and you don't make any mistakes. Can this block be broken? It can. That's awesome. And then always make sure to use the same cyan, or the same glass too, when you're doing these redstone lines, just because they look nicer. There you go. So for right now, we're just going to put in the redstone. We're not actually going to put in any repeaters right now and work out timings, just because we want to see if it can actually go through. Perfect, that goes through. Let's break the bedrock. Alright, so cyan would go right there. Would that even work if it was right here? Shoot. Yeah, it doesn't. So we need to put a block here. And let's say it was being powered through the side. Powered through the side. There you go. So the way it'll be powered through the side comfortably is if we use repeaters. So here, ow, here we'll use repeaters. Ah, there we go. Ay, nope. We'll have that right there because I think it should send it through. Yep, there you go. Perfect. So continuing the lines down this way. Don't mind all the bedrock I've broken down there. No one's going to see that anyways. Foreshadowing. I'm going to continue the signal down this way. In fact, actually, put that up there, right there. This guy can be a little bit more... I can use a little bit less redstone if we just continue this line that goes up. Yeah, let's continue to go down that way. Cool. Connect it through here. All the way through here. Should not be powered by the stuff below, which are the main lights, like so. What did I just grab? All right. So these guys, let's see when it turns dim. So this guy should be at full power. Yeah, it turns dim right there, so we'll put that there. Full powers those guys. Awesome. Should they be powered? Yes, these guys should be powered. Okay, cool. Just kind of thinking in my head whether or not it should be. Weird. Let's raise these because they have no need to be closed. Cool. They are working properly. That's nice. And then, ba-ba-da-ba-da. Oh, I'm happily going through my day at the office. Oh no! Our table! It's broken! Okay, so since it's signaled this way, why is it powered? What's powering it? Is it the lights? Is it the lights? It's not the lights. Oh. Oh, okay. So this block right there, it was power. Okay, so what was happening is when this redstone was right here, this block was powering this bit of dust. So I tried to move it across that way. Okay, cool. Let's do that again. Oh no, our table, it broken. There we go. Now the animatronics can be able to just run in. Wah, roar. And then we'll leave the dark spots down there because, you know, cave sounds, fun, spooky. Roar, roar. Oh, hello, Quinbridge. Welcome, welcome. I'm not sure when you joined in, but welcome. Yeah, now the animatronics will be able to come in, chase you, be like, Zoink Scoob! And then, you know, plays like a Beatles song or something. It's the old Scooby-Doo. I know it wasn't the Beatles, but, you know. Yeah. And you just run, you book it. I love the way these walls look. They look so nice. Then, yeah, downsides. I mean, the downside is kind of obvious when it comes to aesthetics of the game, which is that here and here there are two blatantly obvious thingies there, and we can't easily cover up like this. We can't really do that. So yeah, for now, I think we're just gonna disguise it a little bit. We get this guy going. Yeah, I'm going to use black blocks just because they don't stand out as much, especially because the game's going to be dark anyway. So yeah. So yeah, while the game's going on, these are going to be up. Once you completely run out of power, and the game detects that you run out of power, these guys will open up, and then bada bing, bada boom. You're not home free. You're actually go home scared, which is the point, which is absolutely fantastic. Cool. Another reason too, or not another reason, another thing too about the redstone here, I think I want to mention, is even though the power bank line is right here, and I can easily detect, you know, through the red light, boom, power off. The big reason why it's not like, you know, the red line is connected, boom, right there, is because the player needs to see that they've ran out of power, and if they can see that this is dispensed and run out of power, this line would have already been like going. Yeah, that's right. This line would have been already going and then deactivated the stuff, giving you the music disc, blah, 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 all that fun, funky stuff. Now, I guess the last part, too, to, like, you know, this whole redstone escapade, I fixed some things. It should work, although if it has a lot of players, who knows? Oh, and then the Freddy's music box is this one, because we didn't have time to put in actual music in it, so it's that one for now. Or up until, you know, we're like, hey, I'm in the mood to learn some music, so we do that. Now, the big thing, which I think is a good final step for this stream, is the order of operations. Not order of operations. How do we shut it down? How do we reset this? If this game's been going on for long enough, how in the world do we reset this? I need to put back the light blocks. Pardon me, everyone. These were originally broken because. Yeah, but now they cannot be broken, or they no longer need to be broken. So let's put them back. There's one here, one there, one there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. Actually, I'm wondering. This is a pretty interesting question, I guess. Not dropper. It'd be a dispenser, I think. Can these guys interact with redstone? Oh, that's awkward. I need a light block to... Okay, I hope I don't lose it. Oh no, it does nothing. Okay, cool. I thought it would interact with this and make it more luminous. Be pretty interesting. Mic check. Be pretty interesting. All right, cool. And 15. Awesome. Perfect. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I'll work on the command block stuff later if there is another time we're going to play. All right. So how do we reset this? 1. If power banks are completely filled up all the way to the brim and the player is lost, first thing you do is flick this. Okay, it's on. You know, game is on. You flick this switch. That will cause these guys to reset back in here. Even if, you know, things are going in there, it'll reset back in. 2. Obviously, you open all the doors. Game is over. Open the doors. You lose. And there's no real way to actually close the doors. 3, make sure in these guys, specifically this guy here, if there's no shovel. If there's a shovel, you have to put it back in the dropper, and then, you know, the big one, see why it did that. Because as your new job as the engineer at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria is part of it. Lights usually never breaks, but, you know, check that in case it does. You know, if that line is currently on, something is broken. Let me get me my sword again, just so I don't accidentally break anything. There you go. And then same thing goes for this guy up here with its funky tune. Doesn't need to be there, but it is. And it's gorgeous. Like right now, it's currently broken. Actually, no, it's not, because the door is open. Because the block meant that the door was closed. Now it's open. Okay, cool. It's not broken. Nice. And then if we look real quickly... Shoot, we didn't see it, but yeah. Alright, Foxy stuff. There is this lever right here. You're going to want to flick this. And what that does is all of these droppers that are connected to the hoppers up here will activate. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. You don't have to have it on for a long time. The longest you have to have it on is worth 30 ticks. And each I think second delivers 4 items. Because 1 tick is the 20th of a second. And 4 20s is about 100. It's 80-ish, I think. Or no, it'd be 5. Is it 5? 5 ticks equals a second? I don't know. But that's how that works right there. This guy will reset itself, which is why I love it so much. But in case some items got dispensed while you were doing some things and you're not able to, just break this block, jump right in, gather the blocks, of course, put that back together. But I'll look through. If there's any of them in here, there's no harm, I believe, in leaving them in the shulker box, but I always put them in here just in case. I don't think there's any harm, because the way the machine works, it should do that. No. Yeah, no. Okay, no. You do have to put them back inside the hopper, because this guy will not do it, I believe. I should really test it out. We've never tested out the full Foxy thing in a game before. Over here, flick this lever. That'll deliver all the shovels into the hopper dropper. Weather, clear. Yep. Oh, there you go. Any Foxy items you gather up in here, Foxy's loot, and then you put it back. Technically, Foxy should only have like 4, but Foxy does have more because they can attack more than once. And there should be stuff here, yeah. And there's a music jukebox right here. Has a little bit of a danger zone, you know. If you want to play music for the puppet and don't die, do that. Also, this is C-Dub's birthday cake. I'm not able to add the signs because my game crashes every time, so yeah, just pretend. I believe, though, that is everything that there is to reset the machine. Oh, yes, of course, the actual lines themselves. Once these guys go down, they'll activate again. But because these guys are not sticky pistons, because if they were, then anytime like it would, you know, happen again, like shutting it down, it just redo it. Sticky pistons doesn't matter. You just break the blocks that would be up here, and then you replace them down there like that. Now, there's probably some funky redstone I could do with that. I don't know how, though. And then if any of these guys are filled with water, you can do what I did earlier in the stream. Let's say it's... I mean, you could just get a new water bucket, you know, filled with water. Oh, no! Get a water bucket, get rid of the source block, and then do that. You don't have to activate the redstone just to siphon it back up. We're in creative mode. We have all the power we could ever need. All right. Ow. That, I believe, is everything. There is some stuff here. As you can see, I was working on power bank systems. There was an original idea. Originally, there was an idea to... come on. There's originally an idea to have, like, to show the power display up right here. Good to know I can do that. Okay. I accidentally deleted a book one time by hitting it, so good to know the sword doesn't. To either have it up here, like have it like somewhere like far down the hallway, or like have it like somewhere in the office. We decided against it and did the whole power banking system. That might have been a lot easier, but there definitely wasn't enough room, especially with the books there, although those could be easily moved. But who knows? Maybe in another world we did that, and it worked out really well. This light gray, or not light gray, this green, lime green design was the original stuff for Foxy. I didn't understand it, so I gave up on it. This is, as you can see, the design for the doors. Doors are on, sends a signal. Doors are off, gets rid of a signal. Right there. This is where the lights... It just sends it, and then as you can see here, same issue. If door on, lights literally doesn't matter. So yeah. Do we tell the players this? No. Why would we? That would ruin the whole point. Wow. Also, flying around, there's some new stuff. What is this? Yeah, if closed hopper open. I don't know what SSML is. I honestly don't remember. And then if open, you dead. I don't know what that means. Howdy, Monkey Cat. Welcome, welcome. I did see that comment pop up. What is this? It's golden honeycomb with purple, which is Sam's favorite block. And fishies, lovely. I believe though that is the redstone. If you're wondering about the lighting system of the place, it's just a lot of redstone lines connected together. I didn't do this, Rusty did, so yeah. SSML obviously means Super Mario Legos. I don't know if that was what I was thinking of when I was writing that. This is the power bank, I believe. Not the power bank, this is like the lights. Don't break anything, don't break anything. These are the lights, I believe. Oh no, what is this? Oh, this is, yeah, this is where Golden Freddy does the things, yeah. I did not do that. Rusty did that stuff. Where's the power generator? I think the power generator would be back here, maybe? Yeah, here it is. There's a little button switch right there. I can actually just pop into the room. Oh. There you go. This will turn on and off the lights. Lights are off, as you can see, and then lights are on. That doesn't affect any of the redstone. Yellow. That doesn't affect any of the redstone inside the machine area. All the mumbo jumbo, funky dunky stuff. So yeah, my teeth are uneven. Sorry, that's a weird thing to say. I just noticed my teeth are a bit weird. Anyhow, that I believe is completely it. If you want to rebuild this on your own, don't. You may come up with your own design. It's a lot better than this bullcrap. This was bumbled together in a hasty craze, if you will. Some things that I wish I could do, I've already talked about, but some things, you know, maybe if you guys want to make this, you can add on your own. Sound. Anytime anything happens when it comes to the door being closed, more big of a like an indicator saying, hey, your door is closed, or something, instead of obviously saying it, I want there to be an auditorial version to it too. Anytime you lose a kerchunkles of power, saying, hey, you're losing power, in like a sing-song way. Anytime Foxy shows up, there's already one, but I want it to be more. Especially when, you know, it's like levels of worsening degree. That'd be interesting. Lights, don't really need that. I mean, you know, if you're using like your own audio, buzzing sounds would be cool, I guess. Like with note blocks, I mean. Like this guy. Okay, cool. That's how you do that. This guy, he has his own. Feel free to rebuild the building itself. No, I don't mean like that. I mean like my redstone wise, it could be better. Another thing too is a way to have it lag less and have these guys transfer better. I think the only reason why I didn't do it when I was solo testing is because I was solo testing in a multiplayer game where people will be in the building. So yeah. And then the final thing is Foxy. Foxy just needs more room to breathe. And then I guess the big final thing, I want a button to reset. To reset it all. Just be like, hey, you want to play the game again? You can. You know, just go up to where all the peoples are and then boop. And if I was editing, I would end the stream right there. I think that would be really funny. But before we go, let's thank the people who made this map. We have Mars O, who assisted in raising the map, because originally it was around here, but the original lines for these guys were spanning across this way, which didn't render in properly. So both of them, Rusty and Marzo, raised the map by 10 blocks up, or 20 blocks. They raised it up by a frick ton of blocks. Crazy people. El Wither built the office doors and vent blockers, so that's the one that did it. They built these guys. You know, the switches. These guys. Not the observer chains. That craziness was done by me. Me! We'll get to last, because who cares? Rusty Masked the Cat built the building and the interior decorations. Did the main building lights, dyed armor, and added trims with additional items for the link guard and the animatronics. Did the map for camera. Which is, like, you know, everything. This guy did everything. C-Dub, who obviously built everything and is the best one here and did everything. Which sounds just about right. And then I reduced lag with dripstone in place of party caps. Oh, we'll talk about that in a bit. Did the redstone system for the night power drain system. Named the armors, yeah. So let me show you over here. Originally, the party hats, they were armor stands with little hats on them. But that was bad. So I'm like, what if we use these guys as dripstones? Dripstone to be little party hats. And we did. Speaking of, I have my own party hat right there. There we go. And then the named armor stuff, I guess I'll go through them real quick. We have Freddy's Fazbear head, Freddy's Fazbear bow tie, Freddy's Fazbear pantaloons, and fuzzy boots. Golden Freddy's head, bow tie pantaloons, and fuzzy boots. Bonnie the Bunny's ears, red bow tie, disco pants, and stompers. Chica the Chicken's beak, breast, legs, and claws. Because chicken breast. You get it? I should name that cake the cupcake. Over here at Pirate's Cove, there's Foxy the Pirate's eye patch, ripped body, peg leg, and running shoes, along with a lot of potions, and then Foxy's loot over there. And then over here at the Marionette, there is the Puppet's mask, Puppet's lanky body, calves of steel, and dancing shoes. You may also see the potion of healing. That's because the Marionette can heal the animatronics if injured by the Night Guard, also because Ender Pearl damage happens. And then the 3 music discs is a mechanic we introduced fairly recently, where both of those are other side, that's not right. Where the Marionette will choose one. Redstone bathrooms too? Yes, I have not done that yet. I'll head over there in a sec so you can showcase it yourself. The Marionette, these discs aren't final, but you know. The Marionette will pick 1 out of 3 discs to be like their song. Like, I want this song to play throughout the night, or like to play for like the next minute or something. And the Night Guard has their own set of discs too that they will have to guess which the Marionette chose. And the Marionette will be like, hey, Night Guard, play so-and-so music disc. And I kind of want to make a change where it's play so-and-so music disc in the party room, this area here. And then they have to walk over here. We can actually put banners with names. Let me show you a little bit, like a little possible change that could happen if Rusty wants to, obviously, because you know I'm not the one making this. Party room. We put that. This guy says party room. Let's get us a map. I believe I have I need a map that can show people. There you go. So we have these guys. We put party room here, and I believe we just have to right click. No. And if we do that, we won't pick it up. How do we... I know there's a way in Bedrock where if you have a named map, you can mark it with a map. And then it can show up. So the rooms here can have a... Wrong button. No, right button. So the rooms here can have names. Like this will be party corner, bathrooms, blah, 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 where different jukeboxes are. And then the player is forced to move out to actively, keep the puppet at bay. Because, as we said earlier, the puppet has ender pearls and can just shoot down the doors. Like, swoop right under them. So, yeah. That is an idea for that. And then I believe Night Guard also has armor, but I don't think it's named anything. That's not supposed to be there. Oh, wait, hi. Hello, ceiling. That I broke. Snowballs, I believe, are here. Yep. Yeah, Night Guard's not named anything specific. And then this is where the music discs are for the puppet. There's one in the office too, just because easy mode, maybe misdirection, and then jump scare noise. Very loud. There's also, as Rusty said, redstone in the bathroom. Ooh! A little spooky! Oh, what's through here? A brick wall. And this must be the thing that we saw earlier. Yeah, it is. Oh, cool. Nice. Wait, but wouldn't it make sense? Yeah, it's fine. What is this guy's name? Timothy Afton. Waistbands. But yeah, that is it for the Redstone ins and outs stuff. Also, C-Dub's birthday, because I was told it might have been C-Dub's birthday. And I swear he said it before, but I feel dumb for not remembering. So, yeah, around Season 3, whenever Season 3 happened, we definitely celebrated a birthday. It might have been C-Dub's, might have been Weaves. But we definitely did that. So this party room is meant to represent his stuff, because, gold for him. He's oh so infamous for. Infamous because everyone went there, and it was crowded a lot of the time. But yeah, that is everything. I do believe we added some new additions, so if you want to see more Five Nights at Freddy's Minecraft content, I guess we'll make some. We'll try to get more and more people around and active and whatnot. But yeah, I would say up to date, this is like by far Like, not the craziest redstone thing I've done, but it's definitely a lot of brain power that I've done. In creative mode, at least. I think the most crazy, quote-unquote, redstone project I've ever done is the iron farm, which, funny enough, involves no redstone, just game mechanics. But redstone isn't just... Sorry, let me do something real quick. Oi, that broke. Redstone isn't just, you know, building with the red dust or with redstone specifically named blocks. Redstone is... anything involved, at least to me, redstone is anything involving the game that requires you to kind of mess with it or break with it in ways that Minecraft fully didn't intend, like building a Foxy system right here, or there you go, building a Foxy system right here, or, you know, making villagers think that they're in a fake village to then, you know, make an iron farm, all that stuff. Yes, so I think... Oh. Indeed. I think that is all the redstone bits and pieces. If I forgot anything, then I forgot it. And I will say it again when we play this again, which we will definitely play this again, because I did not put in all this work just to play once. No one, that's going to be used against me, because I've definitely done that before. I mean, heck, the adventure map, Pot 49691, I believe it's called, which is the name of the adventure map I'm working on, it's intended to use only once. So, yeah, it's not like it's going to blow up, but it's not really, I don't know. Replayability, who knows? Who knows? Still working on it. I haven't worked on it in a couple months because I've been busy with other stuff like Endercraft and more focusing on the YouTube stuff. But anyhow, speaking of YouTubing, we'll be playing Alien Isolation in a bit. So for now, I would like to thank Quinbridge and Monkeycat for joining in, along with the silent viewers and those who are watching in the future as well. Oh, I should mention that this big pattern right here is that's those things. Rusty did that. This could be why there's a lot of lag too, because there's a lot of item frames. If you like this video, please share around, because if you like it, there's a high chance that other people did too. And if you didn't like this video, comment down below what I could do better. And if you have any suggestions on how to improve the redstone, how to reduce the little bit of stutteriness that there is, and a little less random chance that bedrock seems to have with redstone, please comment that down below, because I would love all of the help that I can get. If you have any tips on learning soundstone, which is redstone with skulk sensors, or what a comparator does in the first place, please me comment that down below. Beatles reference, gonna mark that one down for the day. And that will be all, I'm pretty sure. There will be an Alien Isolation stream in like a few minutes. I'm just gonna get some water and eat food and make sure, you know, the dog is all hunky-dory. And yeah, hope to see y'all then. Rusty? Indeed. Yahoo! And then we fade it to black into the abyss. And yeah. The next thing I should work on though is the command blocks. That's all the stuff for the peeps. Is the command blocks. Let's see if we can hover note. I don't know. Command input. What does that button do? What does this button do? Enter your command input here. Slash. Okay, slash something. So slash something should give us... Ooh, okay, so slash S is self. So slash... Can we put a specific player name? And then that specific player name, which will be the animatronics, will have the thing. Redstone, no, execute on first tick. That would be preferable. Delay and ticks, none. And what's the difference? So there's impulse, which I assume does it instantly. Block tick, impulse condition, okay. Chain, which I assume needs like something to be chained along, and repeat. Something to repeat itself. I would say it would be, what we need is a repeat to, it could be, so we can have, okay, we can have an impulse one where it's nearest players, where the animatronics will gather together, they'll push a button, and then it could go into repeat one where to all players, not all players, but all players, that was this one, the nearest player that did it, can get the repeat crafting for it so they can get the regeneration going. But not all the time, obviously. So maybe the chain would do it, because it can't be going on all the time. It'd be whenever necessary. I wonder if anyone's ever used these for like building. You know? They do have pretty funky blocks, and apparently like uneven textures, which I've always felt, but never actually seen in person. No, yeah, right there. I like that it's uneven. It's very, very silly. Alright, that'll be all. Thank you for watching. Ciao. 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 And happy Halloween. Enjoy the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And if that's not, I watched it. It's pretty neat. Okie dokie, that's it. See you very soon for Alien